So my name is Dr. Karin Allen. I am in the Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Science Department. So in addition to a research program, I work with our Cooperative Extension Office, and I work with small food companies, startup companies, helping them make sure that they're complying with regulations, both the food safety aspects, the quality aspects. If they're noticing an off flavor or something not quite right about their food product, I can help them address those issues, especially if they're a startup company and they can't necessarily pay for a consultant or someone with food science expertise to help with that. And I also will help them with some of the other issues like their label, making sure that they're doing things the proper way on the label. I also work with our small farmers if they are doing any type of value-added product where they're taking their agricultural crop and turning a portion of that into a shelf-stable food product. I'll help them with that process. And I am also helping them with the new regulations through the Food and Drug Administration, the Food Safety Modernization Act. There's a section that applies specifically to produce safety and the standards for the microbiological quality of produce that's grown, water quality testing. So I will help them through that process to make sure our farmers are also meeting those food safety requirements that are a relatively new part of what the FDA does. My research, I typically end up focusing on things to do with antioxidant chemistry. I have looked at the stability of myoglobin, the red pigment in red meats, pork, poultry to a lesser degree, things that affect that stability. So even though the meat might be safe, there's not a microbiology issue. There's a chemical issue where that color is lost because of the oxidation that occurs as it sits in packaging. And we'll look at ways that we can prevent that. Currently, my project is focused on native growing Utah berries. So in an area where we're in a high desert type climate, where it doesn't get a lot of rain, very high elevation, very cold nights, we do have several types of native growing bushes that produce berries. We're working on a project now where we're harvesting those berries and analyzing their antioxidant capacity to try to figure out, is this something that we could maybe capitalize on and actually cultivate and grow so that we can provide another resource for our farmers, another thing that they could focus on in terms of their agricultural crops, and get maybe some monetary value back from that crop, but not have it be something that really isn't able to grow well in our climate. So I'm specifically looking at the pigments in these berries. The things that are responsible for the oranges and the reds have very specific antioxidant chemistry, and that is what we're focusing on, is are they able to combat oxygen radicals? Is it something that could be used in a food product, in a dietary supplement, in a cosmetic, where it provides this antioxidant capacity?